Nikon ZF tracking test. Oh, darf ich mit? Das ist eigentlich ganz cool. Hey du! So, hello my fellow photographers, my fellow fathers and mothers and Ricoh shooters, Nikon shooters, camera geeks, street photographers. I don't know how to start this. I hope you're doing well. This is my end of the year recap video. This is probably going to be the last video I'm making in this year, 2023. There are more videos I have to still edit. I have a huge backlog of videos. I just can't find the time, and that's what we're going to talk about today. I want to share some stories with you, talk a little bit about how this year was for me and what it means for this channel. I have been struggling a little bit and came very close to kind of a burnout. I don't know if it was a burnout or not, but my body shut down for 2 days recently, and I think it's because of stress. Yeah, I'm going to be very vulnerable in this video, so if you're into that, stay tuned. But we're also going to go to a very happy place later to do some street photography, so it's not going to be all negative. Before I do that, a quick word from our sponsor. Just kidding, there's no sponsor in this video, no courses, no products to sell. I will, however, give you a little Christmas gift. The one preset pack I made years ago, from today on, is going to be 100% free, and it's going to stay free
until December 27.
So yeah, check them out. Merry Christmas. All right, before we go to this happy place, which I mentioned earlier, which is somewhere over there, we will walk a little bit here in this park. Let's go. And I will talk a little bit about 2023, how it was for me. And actually this year was my best year when it comes to my photography or art side of things. I was a guest at a bunch of podcasts, WTS podcast, where I talked about 2 of my images. I was a guest at a podcast called Gate 7, a German podcast about travel photography. Good podcast, but it's in German. It was 2 times I was a guest on that. And I was a guest on the Street Life podcast. Cool name, right? With Mark Davidson and John ST. Very great street photography podcast. You should definitely check it out. Yeah, let's keep on walking. Let's go up here.
I am Jeff Larson, and we are continuing with our My 5 series.
I also don't really get to do a lot of street photography lately, so I also have to take this opportunity to take some photos if I see something. Oh, this is so beautiful here. Actually, winter time, snow, is one of my favorite things to photograph because it's magical, it's nostalgic. It's great for black and white. I had my first ever solo exhibition at Meister Camera / Leica Store Hamburg now. Oh, let's go down here. I want to check that out. Yeah, that was super cool. They just asked me if I want to show my work. It was in the store for 1 month. Then I was part of an international exhibition in Denmark. David and I, we traveled to this venue in Esbjerg. There's a video about that if you missed that. And then I was a guest at the Mexico Street Photo Festival, the first international street photo festival. Huge honor for me because before that I was never invited to any festival. So thanks a lot to Mexico for that. I also did a presentation, an online talk. You can also watch it here if you missed that. Was noch? Warte mal ganz kurz. And then there was the German Street Photography Festival, and I did a presentation there as well. Talked about my street photography adventures in the countryside. You can also watch that here. It's in German though. What else did happen? Oh, Pentax K3 Mark III monochrome. I had the opportunity to shoot a little series for Pentax. Really happy with what I got with that camera. Rico Europe also made a page for GR photographers. There's also a little featured article. I finally traveled to Rome for the first time. I've never been to Rome before. I was there for a Rico GR event, met a bunch of awesome people there. Orietta Geraldine, great GR photographer, fellow GR ambassador. Definitely want to do some more work with her on the street with maybe. So Orietta, if you're watching, I will come back. Definitely check her out. I met Lorenzo Catena. I met Dante Sisofo. So many people I haven't met in person yet. Yeah, what else? Amsterdam. I went to Amsterdam for the first time with a camera. Filmed a video with Julie Hudova. The video I still have to edit. I was in Luxembourg. I totally forgot that. Luxembourg Light Leaks Festival. Met with Tatsuo Suzuki again after 5 years and had these very deep conversations about our work and what happened during the pandemic. Very interesting. He opened up a little bit about this little Fujifilm incident that you might remember. And I made a video about that trip. I haven't posted it yet. I haven't edited it yet. But I think I have to post it because I think it's going to be of some value. So yeah, that was also the highlight of 2023 for sure. So where are we here? Ice skating. Let's check it out. I haven't been here in a while. Last time I was here ice skating was probably, I don't know, almost 10 years ago. We should probably go onto the ice and do some ice skating while taking photos. Oh man, it's too cold. This reminds me of that GR project episode in New York. This is our little New York moment, maybe? No, I wish. Yeah, it's cool. Something happening in the city. I should come back with my son. Yeah. Okay, I think we should move on. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like I had an amazing year, and I had an amazing year. I'm super happy and grateful for everything that happened. But there is a side of my life that I don't talk a lot, and that is my private life. Most of you probably know that I'm a father. I have a two-year-old son. And I'm not complaining, aber ganz kurz. Does someone want to adopt him now? Oh man, it's so beautiful. So the thing is, currently my son is not in childcare yet because we want to spend as much time as we can with him. And my wife is working in the afternoon, so I have to work in the morning, and in the afternoon I take care of my son. So around 2 p.m. I have him. And then until he goes to bed at 9 p.m. or something like that, I'm with him. So that means my working hours, my work time is cut in half. I have 5 hours in a day max. And it's not that I always get to work these 5 hours, because, you know, things happen, like I have to fix my lawnmower because it suddenly broke down, or our heating system isn't working anymore, so I have to call utility companies and make appointments and get quotes from them and all of that stuff, or something else happens on our property, or, you know, there's always something happening. And, you know, that's something that we chose. You know, we chose to buy a house and live in the countryside, so stuff like that happens. We also had like wasps under our roof suddenly building a nest, and we figured it out when it was too late. But then also the thing is that I'm always in my home office under the roof. Even if I'm working, I can hear every noise my son makes. So when he's crying, you know, I'm wondering what's going on, and then I want to know, so I go out of my room and check. But then, you know, I can't be in the flow and work, so I have to use headphones or just get used to it, you know. So being in my home 24 hours a day, always hearing my son, you know, it's a blessing and a curse. I don't want to say curse, it sounds harsh. It's not fair. He's a blessing, of course. But it makes it very hard to focus and do focused work. So that's why I haven't been very good with uploading frequently. Do I complain too much? So the thing is, you know, I'm a freelancer, so I'm used to working all day, every day. But now I can't do that. And that's very hard to adjust to a schedule. Does it make sense? So the hardest thing is just knowing that I have all this potential, but I can't reach my potential, you know what I mean? And I know it's fine, it's okay, it's normal. You know, now my son is the center of my life, and I expected that, but it still is frustrating knowing that I could do so much, but I can't. Do I complain too much? At the same time, I also know that eventually there comes a time in my life where, you know, my son is independent and I have lots free time again. But it will take a while, and yeah, just being a parent, you know, being with my son all the time is just very stressful, very hard. Sorry if this is boring, but you know, I just want to share a little bit of what's going on. Then there's my YouTube channel, then there's Rico, there's my other side gigs that I do that I don't talk a lot on here. Let's be honest, there are no side gigs. But there was one big side gig which also consumed this year a lot of my time. You know, worrying about, can we sustain this life, and our house is, you know, is old, we have to renovate it, we don't have the money for it, and something happens, something breaks, and recently our heating system died, so 3 days we had no heating. And look around, it's not fun having no heating in the house in winter. And now it's fixed luckily, but it could break any time again because it's over 30 years old, our boiler. Let's move on. So what I want to say with this is, if you have been wondering, you know, where are the uploads, why aren't there any camera straps? Oh, I forgot to talk about that. You know, I'm talking about wanting to make camera straps since 2019. That's 5 years ago. What the F? I'm still not ready. I don't even have any updates. I can't even tell you when they are out. I hope they are out by the beginning of next year. But it's so hard to release a product, to make a product design. I have no idea. Shipping. How can I ship to you guys in Malaysia or whatever? I don't know. You know, it's difficult. Do I complain too much? The zine, the Kyushu zine that I'm making or made with Alex Munoz, yeah, our road trip in Japan. It's done now finally, but we haven't printed it yet. And it's all because the printing company in Japan is super complicated. Their website is, you know, it's like, I don't know, decoding the matrix. But we finally figured it out. So it's coming, but you know, that has been almost 2 years now. So yeah. And then there's my big 2020 black and white project, the book, my first book that I want to make. This year I made zero progress. An entire year without making any bit of progress. Everyone is struggling, so you know, I'm not special. I don't want to do this to get some empathy or sympathy or something from you, you know. Just want to tell you that I'm not giving up. You know, I want to keep doing. I want to keep doing all the projects and series I have on this channel. Street Life Show, what a joke! 2 episodes. Well, this is, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, but the other ones will probably stay. So stay tuned, and I will keep making stuff for you and for me. I need this too. It's also for me, you know, because I still enjoy making videos. Yeah, it's about us. Okay, let's continue. And then the other thing is, I don't really have time for street photography anymore. To be honest, I also don't feel the need to be out every day and, you know, collecting images, because I want to finish some of the old projects first. But the process of being out and shutting the mind off, concentrating, being present, I need that. It's important to me. It's a form of therapy. That's why we did this Denmark road trip, you know. That was for me to get a little reset, and it helped. 1 week later I burned out and had 2 days of headache, but before that I felt great. So yeah, this is one more thing that is like, I keep remembering all these things that are happening and that I forgot to tell you. And then one huge F up is, oh man, this will be a long story. I will cut it short. I will make it short. Basically, I had a little hard drive failure or some weird bug. I don't even know what caused it. That's the frustrating thing about it. So my main RAID 5 working drives, 4 drives, suddenly everything, I did some transferring of files, and suddenly everything from mid-September to now was deleted. And I had no idea why, and I did use some recovery software. I could find some of the files, but then they were corrupt. And then I tried for a week. I was like trying out, figuring out what's going on, because there was one big important job on that was lost, and then 2 YouTube videos lost. By the way, spoiler alert, they're still lost. You will never see them. And then, eventually I had to ship my drives to a data recovery service. They charged me $900 just to do an analysis, to tell me that they basically found the same stuff that I found, and it's impossible to recover the rest. So I paid $900 for nothing. Thanks for letting me know what I already knew. I thought, okay, it's Windows' fault, because it must be some kind of operating system fault. So now I went back to Apple. I now have a Mac Studio. Paid a lot of money, but less money than most people, because I don't pay the tax for it. It's for my business, and it was during Black Friday. I saved a ton of money. It was still expensive, but I thought, okay, I know Mac. They are stable operating system. All my archive drives at home are formatted for Mac, so I can now also access them through one computer. And then I was editing on a 300 euro Windows desktop PC, so
it's a good deal. I think this is at least 500 euros worth, but we didn't pay as much.
And then I switched to Apple, and I thought, okay, now I have a stable operating system. I can work with that. And then suddenly my cloud virtual drive, my pCloud cloud storage, doesn't really connect, or is demounting itself. I don't know. Once the computer froze. So what's going on, Apple? Like, it used to be so stable. So, and all these little things happening that totally steal my time. So yeah, very sorry, but there were 2 great videos I filmed, and they were already finished editing. They were almost finished. I was almost finished with editing, which makes it extra sad. And David here filmed these videos, so that's also bad, bad news for him. And they were great videos, and you will never see them, and I won't redo them, because it's too much work. So you get why I'm a little bit frustrated? Maybe I'm manifesting these problems. Maybe I have to think positively, and then positive things are happening. So that's why we are now entering the happy place that makes everything positive. Let's go. So we are back outside, back in reality, in the real world, where it's cold and you have to pay taxes, and you have to buy very warm shoes, because mine are not warm enough and now my feet hurt. So I hope I could give you a little bit of an idea what's going on with my life and my channel, and some thoughts I'm having. Let me know what you guys think. Should I do? What should I do? Do you have any suggestions? What kind of videos you want to see? And what about? I really like posting spontaneous videos on my German channel because there's no pressure behind it. I can do whatever I want. And here it's a little bit difficult because I want to upload something with quality, but sometimes I might want to share something spontaneous, which is not highly edited, highly produced. So basically what I'm asking is, do you want to see fewer videos but higher quality, or more videos but not always the highest quality? That's my question to you. And then maybe it's time for me to hire an editor. I should probably hire an editor. It would help me edit my videos faster. So if you are a video editor, a cutter, you know my videos, you know my style, you can help me with some editing. Shoot me an email here, team@ventaro.de. And please don't take it personal if I don't reply to every email. I read every single one, but I might take a little time to reply, or if I don't reply, then maybe I don't need you anymore. That sounds so harsh. Yeah, so if you're watching this in 2024, then Happy New Year. If you're watching this 2023, then I wish you a great 2024. Thanks for hanging out, thanks for supporting my channel, and I will see you next time. Oh, by the way, I'm really enjoying the Nikon ZF, but today I noticed the autofocus is not 3D tracking is not the best, but it gets the job done, and I might do a little street photography settings video. If you want to see that, I might do one. Okay, my finger is numb, I can't feel it anymore. So see you in the next one. Ciao, bye bye. Happy New Year. 2023 was great, but life is life. And that's my wisdom of the day. Life is life. So take care, and don't forget to live your life. Life. Was rede ich für einen Scheiß? I can't end this video like that. Let me think of something meaningful to say. Life is hard, therefore, when it's easy, it's really nice.